Good evening, everybody. Welcome to DayZ on the PlayStation 4. Welcome to the Scalespeeder Gaming private server. We are continuing our hunt for an Ada, and we're kind of testing the server. Feedback so far has been good. Still no problems. But I want to give it a few. Oh, hello. We've got a few bad apples here. Ooh, missed. By bad apples, I mean zombies. It's not their fault they're bad, though, is it? It's not their fault. I know. Because my next modding move is to update the. I'll tell you what. Let's take a multivitamin. It's starting to rain. We're going to get cold. Oh, we've got some food in our field vest, so that should keep us warm. And we're going to be heading up that path in just a mo. My next modding move is to update the Zombieland XML mods that I did a few weeks ago. Nice. Bring that up to 1.09 standards so that people can use that. But I don't really want to do that till I'm really happy with these ones, because I'm very aware that I rushed these ones out a little bit without testing them. And then I made that cock up with the spawnable types, which meant that a load of stuff spawned in that shouldn't have spawned in. It's, you know, guns spawned in without attachments, and magazines were spawning in not full, and vehicle aiders were spawning in without the bits on. Generally, it was not good. And then I think someone's pointed out to me and went, "Oh, there's an error," and I went, "Ooh, you're right," and then corrected it. But because we don't do fresh wipes on the servers, you're never quite sure until everything's kind of going properly. So yeah, so we're going to wander around for a bit longer. Plus, it's good fun, isn't it? I enjoy just doing this in DayZ. I really do. It's I've done a lot of DayZ today. Done a lot of videos, loads of how-tos for all those new people who've come to DayZ. Again, over 30,000 concurrent players on PC. I reckon there's even more on PlayStation and Xbox. We don't really know those figures. You kind of know roughly, but not exactly like you do in the Steam charts. So yeah, so what videos did I do today? I did how to build a gate. One's about first aid and getting rid of sickness. How to use the quick access radial menu. And how to rotate a fence kit. I did one about Iron Harvest, the new update that rocked up today. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked it out and you're on PC, or even not on PC but you just got a crappy old laptop like me, you can use GeForce Now to play it. It is brilliant. Iron Harvest RTS, set after the Second World War, where instead of tanks, you use these big stomping mechs that wander around. It is absolutely brilliant. So much fun. I was never into RTSs. Never played Command and Conquer and all that sort of stuff. The only RTS I've ever played really is, well, I played some back in the Apple II days, but they weren't really RTSs then. That and Sudden Strike 4 on the PlayStation 4. But I mean, if you're going to wait, I mean, you're going to be in for a treat when it comes to PlayStation and Xbox next year, because the story in it is brilliant. The backstory is amazing. They've put a lot of work into it. It's based on a board game that was based on the art of this Polish guy. Come up with this world 1920 plus, where the idea is that Nikola Tesla developed all these walking machines, killing machines. Well, he developed all the walking machines, then of course the powers that be made them into military war machines, and it all kicks off after the First World War was finished, where Poland has been occupied by the Rosviets, or it's Polonia, Rosviets, and Saxony, and strange doings are afoot, which leads to a kicking off of hostilities again, and that's what you're thrown in the middle of. But then you've got the classic RTS single player campaign, which is brilliant. And then you've got the skirmish and online multiplayer. I haven't done online multiplayer yet, so I'm still kind of learning the game. But it's very, very cool. Right, let us catch up with the chat. And I was kind of thinking, what do I play for the last hour or so? What do I play? Do I fire up a little bit of Call of Duty? I fired up Ernie Cunningham, DayZ broken. When is Rust coming onto Xbox? Soon. I thought it was back in July. I was horrendously wrong. I mean, it'll be coming out with the new consoles, won't it? Yeah. So I was thinking, shall I fire up PUBG? I fired up PUBG last night to give it a go and got a chicken dinner on my first go, which was cool. I thought, should I play some Call of Duty? I thought, no. Let's go on and just chill out for an hour or so and stream a little bit of DayZ, play a little bit of DayZ, test the server, wander around, enjoy the lovely weather. Right, I should be careful which way I'm going here. I should be proceeding. North is really... oh my god, it is throwing it down. Right, north. You want to hit the road. Now what we really want to be doing... oh, chugging down these vitamin pills. Right, okay. Right. Then we follow this road, because we're gonna get very, very wet. Probably quite cold as well. So we're just heading west at the top of the map. Just following the potential Ada spawns. So I've just realised though, if the I Survive map hasn't been updated and Bohemia Interactive have changed the Ada spawns, me wandering around from spawn point to spawn point isn't really going to do me any good, is it? Okay, so Kaminsky military base is to my south fairly soon. So we might take a wander down there, have a look at the state of the weapons that spawned in. Maybe we'll shoot a few zombies. Not quite sure. Let's see. Okay. So what we look for here is a hunting lodge thing, right over there somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so that means we know where we are. So we can head kind of this way. This will take us to the military base. Actually, I was here on the public servers not that long ago. You might, if you were watching, you may well remember it. I was creeping down here. I ended up trying to break into someone's base. was not very successful. Here we go. There will be the military base. Let's find a gap in the wall. It's a good job. Game barbed wire doesn't hurt you in the same way that barbed wire does that's been set up by players. I'm always bumping into it. Come on, rain, go away. Give us a bit of sunshine. Oh yeah, there we go, peeps. That is what I am talking about. KS70U. Got all the bits on it. Got a full mag. Oh, that makes me happy. It makes me so happy to know that the mods are working. I haven't cocked it up for everybody, because you know there's a bit of there is a bit of pressure, you know. Well, not pressure, but you have a responsibility when you put out mods for people and say, look, if you're not very, you know, if you're not interested in we put that on this thing. No, okay. If you're not interested in modding and learning how to mod because it's a bit of a pain, you know, don't worry. Download my files and just use them. You know, you've got responsibility to make sure those files bloody work. Aha! Here we go. And then we have. Oh, I haven't got. We've got no space. Okay, well, we could do the old drop the backpack trick. So we drop the backpack. And we don't need the sticks, do we? Oh, we can put that on. We are chocker with stuff. What do we want to drop? The gold deagle? I don't think so. Will that fit in now? Okay, so let's look at this SKS. Let's take a look at this beauty. Look at this. It's got the scope already on it. That is perfect. That is how they should be. And it's pristine. Look at the wood. No bullets in it though. I keep meaning to have a go at that. But hey. It's good enough. Good enough. Right. Let me I'm being rude and I can see people are putting things in the chat and I'm ignoring it. Good evening, the Dave Rav 40. Thank you very much. Good evening, Moxie Don. Thank you for joining. Kevin Thomas says, just like to say thank you for your content, especially on how to mod your private servers. I'm a complete idiot when it comes to things like this, but with your help, I've now modded my PS server. Kevin, I'm not much better. Honestly. Sure says, hello Scalespeeder. Just want to say thank you for all your videos around hosting a DayZ server. My pleasure, sure. My pleasure. Indeed, Kevin, feel that same way. Don't worry, Chief. We all feel the same way. Sure says, is there any advice you give to a new host for accumulating players to a server? You know, that is a really good question. It's a very, very good question. How do you attract players? Well, it helps if you make content for this, you know, about DayZ, you know. So if you make videos on DayZ for YouTube, or one of the things that, if I was starting from scratch now, right, what I would probably do is I would, what would I do? Okay, it's tricky. I've done a video about this. I haven't published it yet, but I'll tell you what it's all about. Okay, so when it comes to build, what you're trying to do is you're not just trying to build players for your server. You're trying to build an audience, aren't you? Basically, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get an audience for something. And with video games, one of the best ways to do that is through YouTube or Twitch, you know, or I guess even Facebook Gaming, I guess. Oh, KAM mag almost full. Look at that. NBC Boots. And so there's there's three types of content really you can make to build up your YouTube channel and your Twitch channel. There's kind of instant, you know, gameplay video like this. So, you know, I'm just playing the game, I'm chatting to the chat, I'm kind of explaining what I'm doing, and I'm answering some questions. I'm very lucky in the fact that I get people in my chat. It's fantastic that you guys come along. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's a Vega. Look at that. Let's have a look at it. Oh, full drum mag. Oh, look at that. And so that you guys give me content because you ask me questions and then I answer them. You know, whether they're correct answers or good, I don't know. But also, when you guys are asking me questions and answering questions, it gives me ideas for videos as well. But it's kind of it's just live video, isn't it? I'm just talking and playing, and you can do this to YouTube live like this, or you can do it to Twitch, and you can make that sort of content. As you get viewers, you know, I could be saying, hey people, come and join the Scalespeeder Gaming private servers, and I do sometimes. Occasionally I'll mention people ask about it, and undoubtedly a few people probably come along when I talk about the fact that our servers are PvE only and blah 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 blah, and it attracts people in, and we get a few people like that. And you can do the same with Twitch. Now the next type of content is the content they both can be fairly similar. It's where you're answering questions for people. So, you know, what is the best gun in DayZ? And you could have a video that said, well, actually the best gun in DayZ is the M4A1 or... Oop. Whoops. Great fun. Love the Vega. What is it? And you could say, right, okay, so the best gun in DayZ is the Vega. And by the way, I have a private server. If you'd like to come along, this is the name, blah 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 blah, and people could join it that way. And those sorts of question videos where you're answering questions for people to help people get better at video games come in two types. I think there's the ones that it's worth releasing right now because they're very relevant. So, for example, with my content, and with my content today, I did, I think, 4 or 5 DayZ videos, and I released them one after the other because there's lots of people playing DayZ, either coming back to DayZ or maybe they're new to DayZ, who'll be asking those questions. You know, how do I get better? How do I stop getting sick? And all this sort of things. And actually, I mean, even answering this question, I've just realised, why don't I, at the end of every single one of my DayZ videos, say, by the way, if you want a PvE experience, come and join the Scalespeeder Gamer private Discord. Scalespeeder Gamer Discord by the Scalespeeder Gaming private servers. So that would be a way of doing it. And then the other type of question ones are ones that aren't so critical, you know, aren't so time critical. So that might be things like your review of DayZ, or you know, when the new player count calms down a bit, you know, technical stuff about DayZ, or it could just be general edited videos about DayZ. You know, my adventure in DayZ, where you edit it all down and put it to music and do all that funky stuff that people like to do. And I think, you know, that would be a way of attracting people to your server. And then I guess the final thing for me, and the reason why and I say our because it is our, because we've got a community, because they suggest things about how the servers should be, and they contribute financially to the running of the servers, is I think you have to create private servers with the version of DayZ that appeals to you. You know, it should be about what you want to see. You know, what is your vision for DayZ? What do you enjoy playing? And then let's just drop this one. Let's pick this one up. And then with your private server, even if nobody comes onto it, you know, you'll be enjoying it because it's the sort of DayZ that you want to enjoy. And so with these private servers, I really enjoy a DayZ that isn't about player versus player, that isn't about combat, because I find the combat in DayZ really janky and junky, and I much prefer like Call of Duty combat or Battlefield combat or PUBG combat. You know, I come to DayZ for adventure and survival, and you know, it's an adventure game for me, really. And so that's why the servers have morphed into what they are. Because, you know, the Scalespeeder game with private servers, and ask Moxie, he'll tell you, you know, we were PvP, we were no rules at all for a while, and then then there was all these rules, and it kind of turned into a DayZ that I didn't particularly enjoy, because there was all this friction going on between people, and different people wanted different things, and in the end it was like, I was like, no, okay. Really sitting down and thinking about what I want from DayZ, from a private server, that is, not from the game as a whole. You know, I said, right, this is what I want. I want a safe place where I and other people can play almost like a single player version of DayZ, but where you can group up with other people, but it's like-minded people who aren't going to kill each other. And we're going to have a barrier to entry, so that barrier to entry will be, you have to be at least 18 years old, you have to pay $2 a month, and you have to have like a registered mobile phone to get into the Discord, to stop trolls getting in. And I think it's been pretty successful for that. We don't have a large community. We have, you know, a handful of people who are on the servers at any one time, but I would like to think that they can use, you know, this time and playing DayZ to learn DayZ, and then they take those skills into the more adrenaline-fueled real DayZ. You know, I still think, you know, the public servers are real DayZ, where you have the real threat and the real joy of dealing with people in a much more dangerous environment. So there you go. Make content and advertise it on YouTube and Twitch. DayZ PS4 says, hello man, hello DayZ PS4. Moxie Don says, I think you've struck a great balance of mods which makes the experience stay true to the vanilla but inject elements to keep it fresh and interesting. Yeah, and we'll think about something for probably next year now, Moxie. I like the idea of people being able to build stuff. DayZ PS4 says, I am your fan, you and the face. Right, who's the face? Yeah, you know, you want to be able to do. I think sometimes you want to be able to do things on the private server that are very, very difficult in the public servers, and building is, I guess, is one of those, isn't it? Unless you're in a team of people who can go out and scavenge the public servers for nails and tools, and then can protect the base afterwards. I can't imagine people do. If you were solo, to do anything more than a very small base consisting of maybe, you know, a garage with a door across it and some barrels or wooden chests inside would be, well, I mean, it would be an amazing adventure to do, wouldn't it? It would be an amazing adventure to do. But that's what's so special about DayZ, isn't it? It is this amazing experience where it is many things to many people, and the Scalespeeder gaming private servers is PvE. PvE, not PvP. But who knows? You know, if we may well do a PvP server. But I mean, I think the thing is, obviously the PC private server community is pretty well established now. You know, it's fairly mature, and there's lots of, you can do research on which are the best PvP servers to go to. And I think we're getting to that stage with console. You know, you just go over and look at Don Sibley's stuff with his PvP guarantee servers, where they've done, him and his community have done some amazing work on having custom XML files that give you a PvP experience. You know, you will spawn on Prison Island and pick up some guns and start shooting each other. You will spawn at the Northwest Airfield, and that's that. I mean, so yeah. Oh, and I guess, yeah, and I say don't sweat it if you don't get many people playing on your server. You know, if you don't get many people playing on your server, play it for yourself, and then when you get bored, turn it off. You know, go back to normal public DayZ. Thanks for everybody for coming along and watching tonight, though. Really appreciate it. Remember, if you haven't already, hit subscribe and hit like. I love that. I know that's my YouTuber bit, you see. And come and join the Scalespeeder Gaming private servers. Actually, don't do that unless you want PvE, because lots of people would consider the style of gaming that we have on the PvE on the Scalespeeder Gaming private servers as it's a bit boring, because this, you know, the only shots you hear fired are when people are shooting at zombies or bears or wolves. Right, so where are we going next? I know we're following this road. We end up in Kamensk, I think. How are my shoes doing? I always worry about my shoes. Right, they're worn. We have got some emergency shoes, but they're just sneakers. They won't last very long. So, who's on PS4 then in the chat? And if you are you downloading the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer alpha right now? Because you can. It's free to everybody on PlayStation 4. So you can check out this year's new COD for free, which is pretty cool. Ooh, there's a eagle eye spotted that mushroom. Is it a bit... Not letting me pick it up. It looks like it's past its sell-by date anyway. So we'll quick look around, see if there's any more. Where there's one, there's normally more. Sker says, that is a fantastic response, man. Thanks. It's funny how you talk about the DayZ you want. It was driving me crazy how fast hunger and thirst go down, so I made a mod to slow things down. Well done, sir. Once the pressure of where's the nearest water pump is brought down, I began to appreciate exploration, going through each house and enjoying the sights. There you go. That's my point entirely. Well done, sir. So now my server's in this place where it's about exploration and living, if you will. I found hardcore backpack gear PDA, and medical attention to be great additions for realism. Hey, that's fine. You say as much as you want. Sorry for the spam. PS, I'm on PC, unfortunately. Hey, it's fine. I've got PC private servers. Nobody, I think there's only a couple of people who go on them, though. KTXYS says, yo, what's up? What's up, dude? But again, thank you very much. No worries, dude. No worries. Is there a little barracks up here? I think there is. I think fairly soon it's time for me to get back to Livonia, you know. It's got to that point where even in these far-flung parts of the map, I'm coming across places that I've visited several times before. And you start to know them by sight. You know, maybe this is the time to think, okay, we need to you think about Livonia, when you think about getting onto Livonia, spending time on that map. And go. What have we got here? Let's have a look. God, canned bacon. Okay, so we need to eat this can of bacon. Oh, I think I'm glitched out. It's not letting me pick things up. Right, let's I can't come right. Let's exit and go back in. KTXYS says, I tried to get my mods back on my server. Sure says, what are your thoughts on Livonia versus Chernarus? Is there a map you prefer more, or do you feel like they are good for different things? I think they're good for different things, dude. Exactly. I think Livonia is the more difficult map to survive on. I've left it vanilla this time in my servers. And I think when you play Livonia, unless you've played it a lot, even as an experienced DayZ player, you go into it and it feels like you're new to DayZ. You know, you have that same frustrations of dying within that first hour a few times before you can get that foothold where, as you say, that's better. You get that foothold where you can start to think about exploration and not just survival. So yeah, I need to get back on Livonia. And Deer Isle, of course. Lava Gamer says, I want to buy it, but still stuck with Call of Duty. Hey, Call of Duty's been brilliant this year, though, hasn't it? DayZ PS4 says, in which file I used to change the initial player respawn items? DayZ PS4. I'm sorry to break this to you, but you can't. The file name is init.c. But we don't have access to init.c. If you're on a computer, you could access init.c. But we don't. There was if you go on again now, I'm bigging him up, but go on. I was going to call him Don Bradman's famous Australian cricketer. If you go on Don Sibley's channel and go back several months, there was a very short period of time when you could access the init.c file on console through a glitch. I think it was through FTP access actually, but pretty soon, as soon as Nitrado realised that we'd had access to it, they shut it off, which was a shame. Now there are rumours that people know how to access it now, and I'd imagine it's, but I don't know. But yes, init.c is the name of the file, but no, we can't do it on PlayStation or Xbox yet. You've got to be on PC to access init.c, and once you've got access to the init.c, you can change loads of things. But the main one, the main useful one, is what people spawn in with. So we're heading into Kaminsky now with our rather nice KA-74. Complete with a suppressor on it. That's nice, isn't it? I think we'll kill some zombies with this. Is that magazine not got any bullets in? Why am I carrying it around if it ain't got no bullets in? Okay, it's got no bullets in. 545 by 39. Have we got any 5.4? There's shotgun shells. What are these? LAR mags. Just in camo. Right, well, I've got lots of shotgun shells. 380 ACP. Why am I carrying that around? A normalized suppressor. Why am I carrying that around? I don't know. Okay, so we haven't got any. Let's drop that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can pop a few zombies' heads with this baby. Send them back to the hell where they came from. Right, but first let me zoom in on the map so I know where I'm going. Zombies around. Shout if you see them. See if there's any fruit. A nice ripe apple. I've talked about my love for apples already, haven't I, in the stream? Really enjoy a nice apple. You know, good apple I think is... It's one of the best fruits, isn't it? Yeah, okay, you get your banana, but you know, a really good banana is just the banana, isn't it? Even an orange, you know, really good orange or a satsuma, yeah, okay, they're orange, aren't they? They're nice, you know, they're alright. But no, a good apple, a really good apple, mate. You know, depending what you like. I mean, you might be someone who likes them a little bit sharp, you know, a little bit tangy. You might like a nice sweet apple, but when they're good, oh. Because you've got to work with an apple, haven't you? You know, it's hard. There's all the zombies. I always worry when there's no zombies. Because you think, why aren't they spawning in? As a modder, it's one of the key signs that something's gone wrong. Ha! And all is well with the world because there's zombies. Here we go. Should we see if we can pop him with a headshot? Ooh. Ah. Okay, let's load the gun first, Rob. Well done. Stay still. Oh, look at that. Did they hear it? Well suppressed. I think they heard it. Ooh. The guns are fantastic, aren't they? Maybe I will have to have a go a bit of PvP. The guns are so good, aren't they, in DayZ? I think they're better than armour. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Whew, that got a bit dangerous. Right, I've got to be careful because I'm bleeding. Why not got any bloody... Close the door. No, I just wanted to reload. Great. So why wouldn't my M4 reload then? Have I not got... Yeah, I thought I had loads of M4s. I have. Got another 2 magazines. Okay. That's the problem with DayZ, isn't it? You know, for some reason, decided it didn't want to let me reload. That's another cool thing about the private service as well, you see. You can have, because there's so much ammunition and stuff around, you can have a bit of fun with zombies like that, killing a load, and not worry about someone coming up and capping you in the back of the head while you're doing it. Well, my coat's badly damaged, isn't it? I can't have that. Got my lovely raincoat. It's better. So, it's quite funny, the melee. I won't have it. Go on, have some. Right, okay. As a Movka. Right, let me catch up with the chat because I've been very rude and I've been ignoring you all. Lava Games Lava Games says, I can join you, I'll be buying it today. Saint English says, question, can you make plate carriers spawn with pouches? Answer, no. Don't think you can. Because they spawn as an item. I don't think they're a spawnable type that has... well, it might be. I guess the answer is I'm not sure. I don't know. Generally, something that spawns with something else, you'd have to add it as cargo. So I don't know. Answer is I don't know. Lava Game says, if I play Sniper Elite 4 as was playing Call of Duty, but looking. Lava Gamer says, looking DayZ, I should have had psychological help. You sound fine, my friend. Saint English says, yo. I say, yo, 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 back. Right, let's see where we are. Where are we? Okay, I think I'm here. Okay. So I think when I'm talking to myself saying where do I think I am, it's because I'm looking at the I Survive map. Right, where's the road gone? Right, there's the road. The road comes around this way. Does it? Nice handsaw there. I haven't got much space in my backpack. Right, okay, so what I need to do is I need to head east. Oh, I should have used the deagle, shouldn't I? I should have used the deagle. Sorry, west. I could see the bloody thing, it wasn't so sunny. Right, that's west. Yeah, I could hear you, chicken, don't worry. It's a lovely deagle, look at that. It's a bit, weedy is the word I would use to describe the when you load it. It's like click click. Sounds really pants. See, this is the one thing that worries me about the mods. I can't find aiders. Spawned in aiders. Now I found one or two already. Definitely found two. And I know they spawn in because they spawn in on the PC server. So what we're gonna do is if we head back down here. Game has been running a bit choppy since the last update, I have noticed that. If we see a zombie, we'll cap him with the deagle. Okay. Right, if we got this way a bit more. See how the frame rate's a bit choppy at the moment. Right. If we now head directly west. You just get bloody glare, don't you, on the compass for some reason. Okay, this way. It's a fair way we've got to go, but there is another car spawn. I think I'll be happy with these mods when I find one more Ada full of stuff. Then I'll be happy. We have to relax. Play some Iron Harvest. Lensman Online said, "Good evening, young man. Good evening, John. How are you doing? Welcome to DayZ, sir. Are you downloading?" Right, here we go. So this is the Hunter's platform, feeding platform, whatever it is, which we were looking for, so this is good. Are you downloading the Call of Duty Black Ops multiplayer alpha, which is free right now? And Call of Duty News made a very good point earlier. Who's to say? It's meant to turn on at 6 o'clock tomorrow night UK time, but who's to say they won't turn on the servers earlier? You know what I mean? Have a soft start. They did that with Call of Duty World War II, didn't they? I loved them for that when they did that. Right, so what we're looking for now... Right, we've got a long way to go. We're looking for a clearing. If we can find a clearing, we know we're on a winner. Sometimes I think the old-fashioned brass compass is better than the orienteering compass. So that, can the compass become damaged? See something off to my right. Have I become distracted though? Is this the correct clearing? Lots of shepherd's huts. Could be. So what we're looking for here is we follow the clearing around. Oh my god. Oh my god. There she is. There she is in all her glories. Look at that. What a wonderful machine. I want to own one of these. For real. Right, should we see what's in the boot? Oh, there we go. Hasn't got the new stuff in. What I'm going to be doing, probably not tonight now, but probably tomorrow, is I've also added to the boot the sledgehammer, some more nails, a flag, and another whetstone as well. And I'm probably going to add another couple of things. Brilliant. So there's an Ada. Oh, so good. So that is a classic thing telling me that the mod's working. Right. So what we can do now is we can put some of this stuff in the boot so I can run a little bit faster. Don't need two guns, do we? Oh, wait a minute, have I got 3 guns? I have, haven't I? Bloody hell. I should have kept that Sega. Well, no, I couldn't have carried it, could I? Let's okay. What we need is did I go my? It did. Right. Let's fuel this baby up. Now we need to go and get some water. Now, pretty sure if we follow this clearing round, there's a little pond. Turned into, after the heavy rain we had earlier, it's turned into a beautiful afternoon on Generous, isn't it? Fantastic. So we've got some picnic tables here. Got some toilets. Oh, see, stuff went on here, didn't it? Mozan, bayonet, spark plug. It's funny what you find in some rope. A bit worried about seeing that. A leather sewing kit. They come in handy, those. Aha! And here we have a very small body of water, but there's more than enough for me to fill up my jerry can. Now this is going to take a while, so while that's doing that, let me jump back into the chat. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Good evening, Marty. And there we go, we are full. So let's lug this back to the Jeep. And we can fill up the radiator. And we can be off, maybe. In fact, we're... oh gosh, I'm a long way from... I am a long way from my home base. I just realised how far I am away. God, I've walked a long way. What we'll probably do is get this fueled up and probably call it a night. And thank everybody for coming along to the stream, because it has been a pleasure. And then I'm probably not going to be playing DayZ. I say I'm not going to be playing it for a while. Chances are I'll probably end up playing it, won't I? But what basically, tonight you can download the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer alpha, and then it's going live officially tomorrow night at 6 o'clock UK time. I think it's 10 o'clock Pacific time in America. So I'm probably going to be playing an awful lot of that over this weekend, because I'm working as well, because you know, I'll have to be capturing loads of gameplay footage to create videos, you know, doing that kind of YouTube thing. So I'll click around here first. A compass. See, if we see this compass, you can see it a lot of the time, can't you? Put it in our pocket, you never know. Might come in handy. Little vice. Washing machine. There we go. So I will wish everybody good night. I'll remember to say, if you fancy PvE DayZ on PlayStation, Xbox or PC, consider the Scalespeeder gaming private servers. You've got to be over 18. You've got to have a registered mobile phone on Discord, and you have to pay $2 a month to Patreon, or I think it's a $5 a month to YouTube, and you can come and join our PvE servers. J.R. Allen Force says, love the modding videos, mate. My pleasure, sir. My pleasure. Yeah, I'll see you again soon. Thanks, everybody. Good night. Oh, no. Ooh, one more thing. What you're meant to do, right, is at the end of a stream, you're meant to show people where they could go next, aren't you? So let's see, if we go to gaming YouTube, let's see if we can find anybody playing DayZ. Live. Okay. Oh, that's me. I almost said, yay, come to me. This is the problem with gaming on YouTube, isn't it? You top live games. See all. Right, okay, see all. Is anybody playing DayZ live on YouTube? Are we saying no? That's crazy. Oh, okay. I've been that idea. Right, hang on. Don't go yet. Let's go over to Twitch. Let's go to browse, following, live channels. Who's playing DayZ? Blue Waffle. Here we go. Right, I'm going to put a link in the chat, and if you guys wouldn't mind nipping over to Blue Waffle's Twitch, saying hi, following, that sort of stuff, that would be really, really cool. just saying you came from Scalespeeder Gaming's, well, Scalespeeder's YouTube channel. That would be lovely. I'm sure he would appreciate it an awful lot, and I know paying it forward and all that. And he's got some great PC servers, Blue Waffle. So yeah, nip over there and say hello, and say I said hello as well. Anyway, that's enough from me. Thank you very much, everybody, and I'll see you again soon.